Oh, come on, bro. Nobody want to see your balls. What's going on, you guys? Welcome back to the channel. I apologize for skipping an upload on Wednesday. I took a look at my WeekFest video, and after putting it all together, I don't know, I just wasn't feeling it for a second. And then, you know, it kind of hit me like, it's a vlog style. It wasn't supposed to be all, you know, a dope-ass coverage or whatever. But I kicked it out. You guys should have seen it yesterday. And I took a couple days off because I had this massive headache. For people with ponytails, I tie my hair up here if I want to wear my snapback, because if I tie it at the bottom, my hat doesn't fit. It just pops up off my head. So, you know, I forget sometimes. I go to sleep, and the tied portion of my hair pushes up against my head, and I wake up with a headache pretty much. So the last couple of days I've had a headache, wasn't motivated to do anything. I felt like the loss of energy, but today I feel a ton better, and I had to come into the garage and find something to do. So at the same time, UPS came by, dropped me off my package right here. Let's open it together really quickly and see what we got going on. I was trying to find a website where these tubings that I ordered weren't expensive, and this is probably the cheapest website that I found them at, and I think they'll do a job for what I need to do as far as modifying my radiator goes. So today might be a mix of different things. I may be doing the radiator, I may be doing something else with the CRX, but here is the original tube, and yeah, it looks pretty dead on. So I bought several different pipings or tubings, and I could be doing several different projects. So this one, I believe I bought it for the bottom of the radiator because I needed to curve out since we're going to be coming out from the side. We'll get to it when we get to it. And I bought this right here because I can cut it dead centered and make a swirl tank. Not that I'm making a swirl tank, I just bought it just to, you know, make it one shipping. And then I bought a straight tube, obviously, for the top portion of the radiator. So before I get my day started, first thing I gotta do right now is go to the post office. I gotta grab a few things, or I gotta find a few things right now in the garage, and ship it off to your boy Murph. Alright, so when I was at the dyno the other day, you know, chilling with Antoine and my buddy getting his car tuned with the Red Zone, we spoke, kind of got a glimpse of what Murph is doing with his hatch and his Integra. So he told me a few small items that he needs left to get his car really like up and, you know, ready for tune and all of that. And I have a few of those items. So given that I am not using them, I figure he can use it. I want to help him get motivated, and you know, let's kick this build off. You feel me? I was given these parts for free, and I told Antoine that I have all these parts, and you know, I got it covered, don't trip. And I feel like, you know, I'm gonna pass it on to him because I'm not gonna use it. First and foremost, we have 310 injectors, is what he was looking for, and I just so happened to have them lying around. These ran, and then I let a buddy of mine borrow it, and it ran perfectly in his car, which then he gave it back to me because his 310s were out for cleaning. And here these are. This is what he needs for, I believe, the hatch. And then the Integra, he's doing the LSV conversion on it as well, and he said all he needed was pretty much the sandwich adapter and a line. I would have given him the dowel pins too, but it's in somebody else's car, and I would have given the fittings for the head too, except I sold that with the head a long time ago. Huge shout out to my buddy David for sending me these parts since he stopped messing with like Civics. He's an S2K guy now, and now I'm passing this on because I don't think I'm going to be needing this anytime soon, and I have another one of this anyway, so like I don't need two. And obviously I got another set of injectors. These are my 1200s, and I don't need 310s because, you know, boost is life. 120 pounds an hour. Anyways, so like I said, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take this off right here. I'm gonna go to the post office, and I'm gonna send this your way, Big Murph. I hope you can put it to good use, and hope you find a lot more motivation to really get your builds moving and show your subscribers some progress. Let's go. All right, so I just came back from the post office and I shipped out Murph's package, so watch out for that shit, Big Murph. On my way home, I stopped by my buddy Paco's house. If you guys remember, he has a DJ1 single cam turbo. And so we're having to get the light over here quick. We're having this issue with coolant coming out of that port, seeping through the gasket out of the manifold. And the last video he sent me, it was like squirting all over the place. You sent me a video, right? Yeah, it was squirting all over the place. This is a Block's thermal gasket, right? And the one that he had on here before was also a Block's thermal gasket because the material looked identical. So I had this one literally delivered to my door the same day, and we threw it on in hopes of fixing it. And then, what, 4 hours? 4 hours of driving, it squirted a lot worse than before. I don't know if this gasket is trash or if the intake manifold is warped, which I highly doubt. It's brand spanking new and it's only been driven like, fuck, Joe probably didn't even drive it that long. And then when it got into your possession, same thing. So yeah, we're gonna take off this gasket, which he already taken off before I got here, and you're gonna swap it in with a, what'd you buy? You got another one, right? You're gonna swap. Which one did you get though?
Locks, same shit.
Same shit? No mames. Well, got another one of the same thing. Hopefully third time's a charm. If not, then we're gonna have to kind of spend more or get like a cheap AutoZone or O'Reilly's one. Swap it in and see if thermal is the issue. Because this thermal one is like a different material than the Speed Factory thermal. Oh, you should have taken 4th of July was yesterday. You could have gotten a deal on that shit. Anyway, so we're gonna take that off, and I guess the car is gonna be in Jack's hands until the other one comes over here, or delivered here, or picked up. All right, so I got the car turned around. I obviously sold my K-Swap, and if you guys don't already follow Victor, I'll put his channel in the description below, because he is going to start posting up updates. He's going to give a little bit of intro of who he is, of what he's going to be doing, what you guys are going to be expecting on his channel, and pretty much take you on the ride along with his K high compression build for his DA. Now that we have this engine stand cleared out, I am going to get my B-Series CSS block off the freaking floor finally. So for the new people who's now on board, this was my motor for the CRX right there, and I blew the valve seals out of it, and I decided to you know, just get rid of the head. Got a new one, sent it out for port and polish work, and I still don't have the cylinder head. 8 months now. So this engine pretty much just like parted itself out. The turbo's in the wagon, the wastegate's over there, the head's gone, manifold's all cracked, and just a lot of my stuff disappeared, my alternator, so on and so forth. So just to get it off the floor, because it's literally sitting on the flywheel on my twin disc, and I don't want to ruin the teeth on the floor. So I'm gonna get this off the floor on the stand, and possibly just kind of maybe stick it over there so I can have a little walkway here. And once the cylinder head comes back, whenever, we'll assemble it on, or not assemble it, I'm probably just gonna rest it on here, because I'm not 100% sure if I'm just gonna part the motor out or put it together. So once the head comes back, we'll slap it on there, get that out of the way as well, mount all my turbo stuff on this motor, on the engine stand, so that way we can clear some room back there in the garage. And yeah, let's get that sucker bolted up and manhandle this bitch on there. Engine is off the floor and it is over there now. I went to the backyard and I snagged my Wing West bumper and just kind of tossed it on real quick, because I do plan on still rocking the Wing West kit, and obviously it's not going to be in that car anymore since I'm going to be selling it soon. But I just wanted to take a quick look of it on this CRX, and later down the road when everything's all squared up with this car, probably going to do it. But I'm not going to do it until I find new side skirts, because the other ones are polyurethane and everything else on the car is fiberglass. So we're going for weight reduction here still, while still trying to rock the body kit. Now, when I put that car back to stock, took my J front off and bought another bumper for that car, I didn't have the USDM lights, and I was like, dude, where the hell did my lights go? I don't remember where it went, so on and so forth. So I threw this bumper on, and lo and behold, I have bumper lamps. So I'm gonna take that sucker off, go bolt it up on that car. I'm probably not gonna do the radiator today because if you guys remembered, I welded this bracket into place, right? And it's in the way of the aluminum radiator mount right here. And if I was to mess with my aluminum radiator, I'd have to cut this guy off, and that means I'm gonna have to cut the other one off as well. And then if I finish this radiator, say the tubing portion of it, I'm gonna have to make this 100% work, so that way I can put this sucker on here and permanently set it in place. I'm not sure if I'm 100% committed to doing that just yet. What I also got to do is make sure that smaller fan even works. So yeah, got these corner lamps installed on the CRX bumper, and should have polished them before I did, but lost a little bit of time here because some crack-headed ass bitch, she what the hell cat is that? Hey, meow meow. Oh, fuck you too. Crackhead ass bitch. That car has a notice for a tow notification, and she took right there, right here. She was sitting right here and cutting it up, burning it up. So I ran inside, grabbed my gun. Not that I can't kick her ass, but got my gun, and then she walked up right here when I was working on the CRX, and I went up to her and I was like, yo, you gotta get going. Flashed my strap, and she was like, and she started walking away. So she ended up over at the gate. She climbed that son of a bitch, and she fell over. I wish I'd have recorded it, but I didn't. But she fell over, and my mom was like chuckling at her. But mama, be careful, because she a crackhead. She'll fight anybody, I bet. Anyways, sorry for not really having an update here, but I did get my bumper back on. Got those clear bumper lamps installed. Cleaned this a little bit right here. I'm not like cleaning all the turbo shit just because all this is going to come back out anyways to go here. So I apologize right now that this may just be a bunch of talking. I still have this headache. Maybe it's just the fucking beanie that's giving me a fucking headache. But I have this headache still. It's not 100% gone, but it is bearable for me to be out here to try to find something to do. I actually been cleaning a lot more than anything because the garage is starting to get more crammed up with a bunch of unused stuff. But yeah, I just want to talk about a few things really quickly here. No, I did not catfish you guys. We are still turboing the car. We could have been turboing the car already, but I didn't go to track last Friday because it was too hot. It was too late of a notice for me to get out there. The car was still in pieces, and you guys should be seeing this video on Friday. So Friday, a week and a half from Friday, today, is going to be TNT on a Saturday. And Saturday would be more ideal for me, you know, less traffic. And on Saturday, I'm going to try to take the CRX out there, run a PB if I can. And then we'll start seeing more of the turbo content. Okay, I apologize that, you know, we're not doing any turbo stuff as of right now because track was just, the 30th was not postponed, it was converted to a bike event instead of a car event, and that kind of pushed my track date further back. Okay, and then you know, like I said, we're gonna try to hit a personal best first before we do all the turbo content. Bear with me here, guys. I promise you guys turbo stuff will come. Somebody had a question about how much did the hatch lightened after doing the Lexan. I believe, if you guys know who Trevor, what's his name, from T-Rev Motorsports, I believe he's like Washington, Oregon area or somewhere around there. He's doing a B20 turbo all-wheel drive CRX as of right now, and I believe when he did the Lexan install, it went from like 50 or 55 pounds down to like 20, 25 pounds, somewhere around there. I think he cut more of the skin than I did, so it might be a lot lighter than mine, but it's definitely lightened up a lot. You know what I mean? Like, it's not as heavy as it was with the glass anymore. So hopefully that answers your question. Goddamn long hair problems. Damn, the difference is night and day. God damn. You can call people from Instagram. Honda Talk is a group on Instagram that I am in with a bunch of other YouTubers, and they just called me. Join the video chat. What? Yo, let's get in this real quick. Oh, that's bullshit. It says video chat full. You can join when someone leaves. And I believe there's only like 3 people in it. Hunter Tuned, Big Murph, and Alex from Blue Collar VTech. Stay away from the edges. This hard line right here too. Body line, sorry. I still gotta sand this top part right here. I just want to show you guys really quickly. This is not a perfect paint job. You see all these little dots right there? Those little dots aren't the orange peel. I mean, it is. This is just the, you know, the little fisheye from an uncleaned, super cleaned surface before paint. And these are like pretty much like little craters, and the only way for me to really get to it is to sand it deeply down, and I don't want to go deeply down, so I'm just going to leave it there. You can see the fish eye has a little bit of white. This fender used to be white. That means if I sand down to that dot, I'm sanding down to the original paint underneath. So I'm going to leave all of that as long as I can get most of the peel off. As you can see, it's a lot. What the fuck? That's his little side hole right there. That's the mother of his child. So I'm gonna let her. She has a pass. She can slide and eat whatever. But anyways, these little craters, I'm gonna leave them there. But I'm gonna try to get most of the peel off. Like you can see, I missed it right there. I'm gonna sand all of that, and yeah. So I decided to wash the freaking wagon, and I don't have any towels to wipe it. So probably just gonna take it around the block. Oh damn, the car looks blue. Probably just gonna take it around the block and let the wind take most of the water off. And then I got some smaller micro polishing towels to wipe off the excess water that's still on the car. Park it backward right here. I'm probably gonna do it on the street because there's hella skunks. Oh, there's one right there. Look, watch. Ooh, 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 ooh. See his tail right there. Anyways, yeah, I'm gonna probably dry it on the street, and then back it in backward, and we'll wrap it all up. But then we'll continue polishing out these fenders now that we got more light. Too bad this shit's gonna get all jacked up tomorrow. Looks good. I just wish it could stay this way. The more and more I look at the CRX, the more I'm almost confident that it's gonna go faster than 12.4. So, got the wagon all covered up. We have a furniture blanket. We got 2 big ass tarps, front and back, and then we got the car cover with the bungee cord to keep it from flapping when the wind comes in. And that's nicely secured away. I'm probably gonna have to find some rags or something to cover my wheels because the dust and stuff is gonna cake up on that black, and then the wheels gonna look all dirty again. Anyways, so onto the polishing portion of this. And if you guys remember in the last video of the polishing of the swirl pot, fill pot, coolant can, whatever you want to call it, I use this pad for that. And I am not gonna mix it with my cutting compound. I watched my buddy Phil, Spoon Performance. He took his smaller pad like this for his machine, and he took a bigger cutting pad, like say this one from Harbor Freight. This orange one is for cutting, and then the blue one is for polishing, which is the Revive, and then the black one, which I have in the cabinet over there as well, is for waxes. Is for wax. And like I said, what you could do to save some money is to take this small little guy, trace it out. You can probably do about 3 or maybe 2 full in a smaller cutting pad, and then you'll get 3 of these smaller guys from one Harbor Freight cutting pad. Harbor Freight also sells their own little kit right here, 3-inch mini kit, and I've never used it before, so I'm going to try this one first before I go cutting. And this one comes with its own attachment, which is just like this guy. You put a little wrench in the middle, you hold the sucker down, lock it in place, break it loose, put that sucker on, and this will pretty much mimic what this is, except I don't know what gun it goes on that they provide. Harbor Freight also sells a dual cutting polisher machine right here. This is what a lot of DIY detailer dudes like me would buy. I actually have one of that. I destroyed it a long time ago. I dropped it off the shelf and shattered it. And don't ask me any questions, but I got this little sucker now. This is not ideal for big surface jobs, but if you take your time and really don't overheat the sucker, it'll do the job perfectly fine. And yeah, so I'm gonna, which one is what here? Yellow foam, sanding foam. They don't even tell me which one is what here, but I am going to assume the yellow one is for cutting. So I'm gonna take this yellow one, put it on my gun here, and go ham. Dude, this shit just spooked me right now. That looks like a fucking baby's paw print. Wow, that's too damn wide to be my cat too. So I'm gonna assume that's a raccoon. Anyways, I just finished a delete on this fender. Low lighting really can't pick it up, but it's looking, you can see the reflection right there, hopefully. That is super shiny. The difference, you can't even see it, damn it. The clarity is much crazier over here, crazy clear. So before I even get started with the Revive, I'm gonna go hit the delete on the other side. So on this side, I hit the Revive, and right now has the Illuminate wax on it. I just set it. I just took a look at my phone and it's freaking 11 o'clock. So what I'm gonna do is use the Revive compound, hit this side really quickly, and then go back over there, polish that one out, apply wax on this side. I'm gonna clean up, and then we'll wipe the wax on this side as well, so that way both fenders are done. I can't really show you the quality after the cut and polishing of the Rustoleum paint job tonight, but I'm sorry, the light's in the way. But definitely stick around for the next video. But I'm gonna try capture some nice reflection before we cut this video down. I don't know if the camera can capture it, but I'm gonna wipe down the wax on the passenger side fender with a clean microfiber towel. So that blurriness about to unveil. Oh sheesh. There's still a lot of scratches in the paint because I used a rotary sander when I sanded this car down. So a lot of that is under the paint itself. Ooh. Yeah, the camera does not do this justice. Now, this is not the perfect paint job and polishing job. This is just me using whatever it is that I have around the house. And mind you guys, this paint job was only $8, so this is a ton better than what it was before. And yeah, that's pretty much just gonna be it. That one right there, I just applied the wax, so I'm gonna have to wipe it down a little bit later. But for the most part, we are done with the cut and polish on the fenders, and the only thing left are the doors. Now, I can probably tackle that one over the weekend off camera, because you've already seen a lot of segments on the cut and polishing of the Rustoleum paint job. yeah, with that being said, guys, I'm going to try to include some photos at the end of this video. So that's going to be it for tonight. There's a giant raccoon right there. And I hope you guys enjoy this one. It may not seem much, but it is progress, and progress is always better than no progress. So thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace out.